Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pro Wrestling Report Mailbox. In this show, we turn it over to you, the fans, and answer all your questions submitted via email at pwrshow.com. Linda, how are you?
Doing fantastic.
Good, good. Glad to see you're still the champion.
Yes,
still
I am.
got your belt on. Mm-hmm. And, Dave, how are you?
I'm great.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm picking up some tension here.
You know,
Memorial Day didn't go so well for you?
all these questions
Grill
we
blew
get.
up in your face? Is that what happened to your hair?
No, not at all. The girl's absolutely just fine.
Not sure how you can explain that haircut, but...
He's a great cookie, by the way.
Yeah, I'm fantastic.
You were there?
I'm always there, and he's
Yeah,
well going.
I've cooked for Linda before.
I was stuck at the PWR Memorial Day party with Meathead.
Well, that'll learn you. Don't invite him next time.
No, I didn't get invited to your party.
Because, well, you
Linda, how about this week's email?
Sounds great. All right, this week's question comes to us
You're rude.
from Richard DeCars in Toronto, Canada, and he asks, there's always been a discussion concerning John Cena turning heel and what that could mean for Cena himself in terms of freshening up his on-air persona, as well as the WWE as a whole in terms of infusing more excitement in the product. My question, though, is, do you believe there is a heel either from WWE or TNA who could benefit as much from a babyface turn as it is believed Cena could from turning heel? If so, who and how would you book it? Thanks, Richard, and let's send it back to Dave and Damien.
Thank you, Linda. That's a good one. You picked a good one.
Thank you.
She picked it because of the picture the guy sent.
Richard?
Yeah. Cars. DeCars. DeCars?
I don't know. It's from Canada.
Oh, how about that?
Come on.
If I got to choose a heel currently on the WWE roster, maybe
Cody Rhodes is qualified. Damian Sandow.
No.
Damian Sandow.
Maybe you got to go with Fandango.
Really?
Yeah.
Please tell.
Because I think the little kids, well, they already have enough dancing people out the way it is. I mean, they got, I was going to say R. Kelly, they got R-Truth. That's a whole different story. You got the Tons of Funk, there isn't a strong enough...
Fandango.
Well, there isn't a strong enough heel right now.
You wouldn't make Sandow a face?
No, not
Really?
at all. He's way too talented as a heel.
Yeah, good point.
Because what is he going to do? Sit down there and teach kids how to read?
I'd pay to see that.
No, but yeah, you have to be nice about it.
Right.
And then over on the TNA Impact Wrestling side, I don't know. What kind of heels you got over there that could turn to baby? I mean, Bobby Roode, maybe.
Well, I think it's important to note that if you are in the professional wrestling business, it's a foregone conclusion, and many will say that they would much rather be a heel than be a face.
Well, it's easier. You know why? Because then when they're at the restaurant having dinner, they don't got to sign autographs.
So that makes you a heel.
I sign everyone's autograph. You, on the other hand, whoa.
I eat in private rooms.
Yes, I know that. Cell blocks.
TNA. Gosh. James, he already is a baby. Bobby Roode was a good one, I guess. Austin, no.
Maybe Kaz and Daniels?
Yeah, but
that kind of kills, that kind of handcuffs them.
has there always been this problem in wrestling, though? Well, if you go back, there was always that one face, and everything just sort of built around them. Currently, you have Cena, you had
Garrett
Hogan.
Bischoff and Wes Briscoe should become baby faces.
Please explain.
The Young Stallions Part 2. Remember Jim Roma or Jimmy Powers and Paul Roma? Sure. Let those two guys do it.
So that's your answer to
I don't have an answer.
Richard's question.
Seriously, I mean, it's a tough question because it takes a certain dynamic, and there needs to be a reason. You just can't say, oh, let's turn this guy babyface. There has to be a reason to do it because he has that connection somehow with the fans, or they want to put him in a program with somebody else that they feel could get over better as a heel.
What about Mark Henry? There's been recent rumors spreading around the interwebs about him taking time off and being brought back as a babyface.
I think he's just too good of a heel.
He's an awesome heel.
You know what I mean?
You can't. That's what ruined Big Show.
And here's the problem with Mark Henry. What heel does he have a feud with then? You don't want.
Well, it could be Ryback, could be Big Show.
You don't want to see bigger babies fight smaller heels.
So in essence, what you're saying is, unless you're bringing them up from NXT or OVW, there are nobody. There really isn't anybody.
Right now, I don't believe so.
Tweeners. Talk about the Shield, you talk about Daniel Bryan, you talk about even Damian Sandow's Fandangos. They get almost equal number of cheers and boos. Not Cena-like, but they're really they're heels, but they're faces or vice versa already.
The only one that gets real heel heat is Paul Heyman and Vicky Guerrero.
Paul Heyman.
That's about it. And they're the two non-wrestling people. The two non-in-ring performers.
Which is why they've gotten smart. They're more utilizing Paul Heyman. Maybe they should do the same with Vicky. Well, Linda, thank you so much for that question. Richard from up in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And let's talk about how you can be a part of PWR Mailbox.
All right, head on over to pwrshow.com and click on the mailbox link at the top of the page to submit your question. Be sure to include your full name and location for consideration to be included on Mailbox. Want to be seen on the show? Send us a photo, that photo, with your email, and we will use it on air. Selfies count. You just got to frame it right. PWR remains the most interactive forum for fans to connect to the world of pro wrestling, and you can also appear on our online PWR Interactive live broadcast on YouTube. Get all the details right now at pwrshow.com. And thanks for tuning in to this week's PWR Mailbox, and we are waiting to hear from you.